We've made it to the moon. Now it's time to learn a little more about life on the moon. As the brightest and largest object in our night sky, the moon is maybe our most familiar link to space. It is part of our everyday lives. We can see it in all its different phases, and it causes the movement of the oceans or tides. It is also still, to this day, the only place in space that humans have landed in over 50 years of space exploration. The Artemis missions will take humans back to the moon. Although you might think that the Earth and Moon have lots in common, they are very different places. For a start, Earth is a planet, and the Moon is our moon. The Earth is around 4 times the size of the Moon. The surface area of the Moon is 14.6 million square miles. Earth's surface is 57,308,738 square miles. So the area of the Moon compared to Earth is only 7.4%. North America's surface area is 9,365,000 square miles. So the Moon is quite small in comparison to Earth. Artemis will return humans to the Moon. The low gravity levels on the Moon offer lots of possibilities to support further exploration of space. Because of gravity on Earth, rockets need an enormous amount of fuel to gather enough speed to reach orbit. And the further we want to go in space, the more fuel and materials we will need. There are lots of benefits to spending time on the south pole of the moon. Did you know that it has never been explored by astronauts before? The South Pole contains lots of high ground that is exposed to the sun for long periods of time. This means solar power can be generated. The South Pole also has areas that are constantly in shadow with incredibly low temperatures. These areas may have frozen clues into the beginnings of the Earth and the Moon. Scientists have also discovered that water, in the form of ice, exists in the shadowed craters on the south pole of the Moon. This could be really useful. Why? If you split the components of water, hydrogen and oxygen, you can make rocket fuel. The geological south pole of the Moon is located on the rim of the Shackleton crater, and it is thought that NASA will look to establish a lunar base near here. Scientists are interested to learn more about this crater. It is just under 3 miles deep. The Grand Canyon is less than a mile deep in comparison. The view back to Earth from here will be pretty unique. Earth will appear to be rotating backwards and look upside down. The sun will travel around the horizon, never gaining much height through the lunar day like it does on Earth. This results in lots of long shadows. This could look pretty cool, very dramatic. But it also means there are lots of cold spots on the geological South Pole. Sunrise to sunset on the Moon takes much longer than on Earth. It takes around a month. You have the opportunity to learn lots about life in space and on the Moon. Now it's time to get creative and have some fun. You can use the Invent Your Own Lunar Base to invent your ideal home on the Moon. There are some ideas on the slide, but let your own imagination run wild. There are no limits. We'd have a silent disco room and a weather room where you can experience Earth's weather to make you feel less homesick. Earth's moon is an open book to its history. Earth tends to erase its planetary history through tectonic shifts, volcanic activity, and weather. This isn't the case on the moon. Now for some little inventor's fun. Some new markings have appeared on the surface of the moon. Can you guess what may have caused them? Pause the slide and get creative. It's time to use all of your knowledge about the environment of the moon and to design an experience for your teacher. Yes, you are going to send your teacher off as part of the Artemis mission. Imagine your teacher is part of the Artemis crew. They are one of the first humans to live and work on the moon. Imagine what a normal day might be like. What skills and character traits does your teacher have that might make them a good fit for a particular job on the moon? Fill out the activity sheet in your inventor's log. Now it's time to use all of your invention skills and new knowledge to create an invention to improve life on the moon.